So if you've been looking to move to Orlando for a while now, you've probably heard of Clermont and you've also probably heard of Horizon West. And so today's video, I'm gonna nail them to the comparison cross, and we're gonna talk about what makes each special, what are the differences, what are the similarities, to hopefully help you make the decision of which area might be the best for you. So let's first dive into location. Believe it or not, Horizon West is not its own city technically. It is unincorporated, but it primarily holds the 34787 zip code, which happens to be Winter Garden, although there are some Horizon West addresses that do hang over in the Windermere area, so that's 34786. In Clermont, that is Lake County, and that has two primary zip codes, which is 34711, which I like to call North Clermont, and then 34714, which I like to call South Clermont, or Middle Clermont too if you want. But in terms of proximity, Horizon West is about 10 minutes to Disney, which is a large part of its appeal. It's also about 30 to 40 minutes to downtown Orlando and another 30 minutes to the Orlando International Airport, whereas in Clermont, it's a bit longer. It's about 30 minutes depending on whether you're in South or North Clermont. I kind of did that inversely, but South or North Clermont, you're about the same 30 to 40 minutes to downtown Orlando and about, again, another 30 to 40 minutes to the Orlando International Airport. I would certainly say it's a bit easier to get around in the Horizon West area than it is in Clermont. With Clermont, it's great. You do have some local roads that you can really dive through, but most of what you need is either going to be off of 27, US 27, or US Highway 50. And so that can sometimes, especially at peak times, be pretty intense in regards to traffic. Whereas in Horizon West, yes, you have Avalon, which surprisingly enough comes right off 50 all the way up north, goes all the way down through Winter Garden to the Horizon West area, but you have so many other little local roads that you can get to, and the basis or the foundation of how Horizon West is built is that within each pocket of Horizon West there is a commercial center to service those particular neighborhoods. And so it's a bit more thought out in that regard. But I will say, however, Clermont is incredibly more scenic as a location. The topography is really nothing like it here in Orlando. I mean, I can tell you roads you drive down at sunset, there's nothing like it, no comparison. Clermont certainly wins in the scenic aspect. You drive down Lakeshore Drive, some of these other just really beautiful areas in Clermont, whereas Horizon West is typically more flat, as is the rest of Orlando. So not a really big deal, but if you want a bit more of a scenic atmosphere, certainly Clermont might win out in that regard. But in regards to sheer proximity, Horizon West wins. Let's dive into the retail, because you need stuff to do, you need places to go eat. I definitely say both areas have what you need on a day-to-day basis, with Clermont having just a bit more. For example, in Horizon West, you have the Hamlin area, which is sort of like the town center village of Horizon West, and so that houses a Publix and also a Walmart and a soon-to-be Sam's Club. You also have in the Flamingo Crossings Plaza, which is also in Horizon West, you have a mini Target and a Walgreens and that kind of thing, whereas in Clermont, you have multiple Publixes, you have a large Target or a super Target, a grown-up Target, whereas the one in Horizon West is a mini Target, so to speak. But in Horizon West, not too far off, is Winter Garden Village. It's only maybe about a 10-15 minute drive up on the 429, but it's not in the immediate area of Horizon West, whereas in Clermont, these stores are. I mean, everything from gas stations are more easier to find in Clermont than they are in Horizon West. They're certainly improving on that. Like I said, Horizon West is a bit newer in its nature, and so you might expect Clermont to kind of edge out on the day-to-day stuff. However, I do think Horizon West, as time progresses, will gain the advantage. Horizon West really has some good options right now, both existing and in the pipeline. You got the Tiki Dogs Bar and Grill, you got Pop Stroke, you got Urban Air Indoor Adventure, which I think is going to be a huge smash hit for that area. You got Toastique that came on recently, you got Mogi Tea, you got Clean Eats, you got Maple Street Biscuit Company, new Chick-fil-A coming into the area. Whereas you see in Clermont, even though they do have some really cool local spots, a lot of what you see now is a lot of big box retailers coming on. So you got Costco, which is super cool, Floor & Decor, and some other like really big retailers in the retail space, obviously, if they're retailers, but I really meant restaurant space. So you got some really cool things coming on in Clermont as well, but I would certainly say Horizon West has a more niche audience, and so they have more unique options for their residents. And so I think for the fact that you don't have to compensate that much when it comes to getting some other retail options that may not be found in the immediate Horizon West area, but you also still have more unique, really cool options coming and both present in the Horizon West area compared to Clermont. I would certainly give Horizon West the edge in regards to retail. So what about the real estate? After all, I am a real estate agent. Info at orlandowithmario.com. But anyway, Clermont is undoubtedly more affordable than the Horizon West area. If you peel back the past 120 days, the median home in Clermont was a 3-bed, 2-bath, a little bit over 2,000 square foot home, and it sold for right around $440,000. Contrast that with Horizon West. You got a median being a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, just under 2,400 square foot home, selling for $585,000. That is quite the spread. That's over $100,000. And I will give you some niche advice here. If you're looking in the townhome category, I don't know what really happened in Clermont. They just kind of forgot about building a lot of townhomes, and so you don't have a lot of options there. And so 9 times out of 10, you're looking in the Waterbrook community by Mattamy Homes, and those townhomes typically are going on and selling right around the high 3s. You contrast that with Horizon West, it's in the low 4s. Actually, some townhomes at early release, you could have gotten in the high 3s as well. So the spread there is not that far off in regards to a townhome. So if you really like Horizon West and you can stomach that extra 30, sometimes 20K, I would certainly suggest doing so. But if you are looking for a single family home, this is where you'll see quite a bit of a large discrepancy there in regards to price. And so you're getting a lot more value in the Clermont area for your money than you are in Horizon West. And last but certainly not least, actually this might be the most important comparison for some of you guys out there, and that's comparing the future of both areas. And we're gonna have to sit and talk through this one together because, you know, these videos aren't scripted at all. And this is a rather hard one to answer because the future of both heavily sort of relies or plays into each other in the end, and that's via the Wellness Way area, which the ultimate goal of that is to connect Orange to Lake County and vice versa, really connecting Clermont to Horizon West. But taking that aside and looking at where Horizon West is at currently, we're closer to the end than the beginning of Horizon West, right? They're working on their last village right now, Village I Ovation, which is primarily residential. You also got the College of Osteopathic Medicine, which I think is really cool. And so they still got some really unique projects. Like I said, Pop Stroke, maybe the food hall comes back as a project, but again, closer to the end than it is the beginning. And so me exiting fact realm now, I'm going into my opinion. When you look over at Clermont, there's just so much unknown there in that Wellness Way area. We do know about Olympus, which in and of itself, I think certainly gains the edge here in regards to the future of how much more beneficial it's going to be for the Clermont area than it is in the Horizon West area. You got to think Olympus is going to have literally multi-thousand seat arenas, from ice centers to soccer stadiums to amphitheaters. They got a lot going on in the Olympus project, and that's, when you really look at it, if you zoom out from Olympus, that's just a small slither in regards to size of the 15,000 acre Wellness Way area. So there's so much that we don't know yet that could come from that. And so on the speculative side, Clermont certainly has a lot more to look forward to. And if you're out there and you're really deciding between these two, if there's any way you could itemize your priorities and then backfill that with the budget and the house that you want, usually you'd be able to have a lot more clarity around which area might be best for you. But that is something I'd be happy to talk you through as your real estate agent. So if you're looking to buy in these areas, please reach out, info at orlandowithmario.com, and I'll be more than happy to get the process started with you. If you enjoyed the video, let me know. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, comment your thoughts down below. Are you Team Clermont or Team Horizon West? Let me know. Make sure you comment that, and comment any other suggestions for future videos. I love hearing from you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next one, but until then, you stay safe.